That's what I'm trying to tell you. We not even up here yet. Hey girl, hey boy, hey. Come on in here. Let us get y'all in the room.
Yes, come on into
Let us get y'all in the room. Is YouTube up and running?
Yeah, can y'all?
Hey boy, hey.
Yeah, I don't know.
Girl, hey. I think it's working.
Is YouTube working, y'all?
You guys in here, hit the like button, hit the share button when you come on in. Hit the like, subscribe, all of those things. Stuff. I got me a cocktail, so this is gonna be one of those shows tonight.
Right. Well, I don't know if it is working. She might move.
Girl, y'all in here or what?
Okay, it's back. They say it's back up. Okay.
Hit the like button, hit the share button.
Okay, here we go. It's
all right, hit the like, hit the share.
Hit the share.
My baby is in here.
Who?
My baby.
Who? Which one?
What you mean? Which one? I only got one.
I didn't know that was. I didn't know who you were talking about. Carlton. I want to say it that. You know things. You know.
No, ain't nothing changing over here. We solid.
Oh, all right.
Talking about it. Things change. Now nothing changed over here. Now them other kids in the street change every other week like underwear, but we solid over here.
Oh, y'all are
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Oh, we have get down here ready. So good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer. I'm gonna do it again just because you laughed. Okay. I'm gonna do it again just because you laughed at my intro.
Go ahead. Well, because you be all over the place, Craig. But go ahead.
Well, you know they like that kind of foolishness. Mm-hmm. Come on, Lonnie B. Lonnie B in the building.
Hey, Lonnie.
Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart.
I am Derek J. And welcome to our part 2. So wait, first of all, what happened?
Welcome to what?
I'm about to get into it. That's what I said.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So this conversation that we had with threesomes and open relationships got so much feedback. Like it was so much feedback on this conversation that we had to come back with a part 2. And luckily, 2 of the people that y'all, not luckily, thankfully,
yes,
2 of the people that y'all were asking a lot of questions about, want to know more about, were able to come back. And they are back with their partners.
Yes,
you know. So I'm excited about that.
I'm excited too.
So we got Keop and Rail, and then we got Angie and Quay.
Right. Now y'all remember Angie? Angie started the conversation. She started the conversation off, and we almost
did. We weren't about that
because she was enough.
But yeah, so they were able to come back and talk to us. With their partners, so we can really get into a better understanding of the conversation because we were just hearing one side. So I'm going to hear both sides of the conversation. Those are our only, with 4 people, those are only 2 guests tonight.
Right. We only wanted to talk to them. We only wanted to have this conversation with them. So before we get into the conversation, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
And go ahead and ding something over here in this Cash App. Now, let me just say this. My girlfriend's birthday was this past weekend.
Yes, it was.
She's closer to AARP.
But still younger than you.
but I look younger.
Do you? Girl, you be trying. Yes. So I will be accepting gifts all month. So
all month.
Yeah, all month. I mean, Scorpio, it's November month. So yes, it's my birthday. And I'm
yeah. So bless my friend with a little something. If it's just $1 or $2, they add up.
They do.
5, 10, 15,
100. Somebody got it.
COVID ain't hurting everybody. COVID ain't hurting everybody.
So that,
and you may notice that we're looking really golden tonight. We've invested in a new light.
Yeah, we have some new lights.
A new camera is coming.
Yes.
We only have 2 more shows in this season. So the next episode is going to be 2 weeks from today. The only reason we came today after last week was because this is a follow-up conversation. But we have 2 more shows to go, right? And then we're going to take a hiatus.
Yes.
We're going to take off December and January.
We'll be back in February.
Now, in order for us to come back, we need you all to support this. This shit is costing.
It is costing. Plus, we're going to have a whole new setup.
We're going to have a whole new setup. We got to we ain't
gonna
tell you all right.
We're going to tell you right now.
We're working on some
things.
We're fixing some things.
Yes.
So we need you guys to support the show because if the show ends and we don't come back in February,
we don't want to hear y'all fucking.
We don't want to hear.
mouths.
Well, what happened to the show with Craig and Derek? It was so good. I mean, we used to enjoy it. Yeah, this ain't free. He just came from work.
I did.
We came straight from work. Like, come on now,
You know,
support.
y'all know it's Craig been in my house lately because his cable is out.
My
So
cable. Okay, it's out. I had to cut calls.
So, okay. So who are we gonna start with? Who you want to start with?
Oh, I kind of want to start with my girl Angie.
Well, Angie gave us, she gave
Angie gave it to her straight up, no chaser.
Right. So
now,
is that we gonna start today?
Let's go ahead and start with Angie.
Okay.
Angie and Quay.
All right, we're gonna pop y'all up.
Hey y'all.
Oh wait, you on mute, baby. There we go.
Hey.
What's up, y'all?
Good. I knew you was gonna start with me.
You got that juice, baby.
So I want to say, first of all, Quay, thank you for joining this conversation. Angie, she gave us, a lot of information.
She did. She
on
did.
The first one that we appreciate it. Let me tell you something. Once again, Angie, you people were in our inboxes talking about you for weeks. They like, why did y'all stop? We need to know more. What's going on? How is this happening? Where does it go?
And that was why we did it.
So that's why we had to
because
do
we were on here the last time for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but no, they
like, what did you want to keep going?
Right, they wanted to keep going. They wanted to hear more.
Right.
So, Quay, I want to say I appreciate you being on here and be a part of this conversation because this is, I think, for Black people in general. This is, even though it happens, but it doesn't happen openly.
Correct.
And nobody talks about it.
It's a big taboo.
It's a big taboo.
It is. So I really want to kind of start with Quay and just kind of get a little background. So, because I want to hear your perspective. We heard Angie's perspective, but when you guys first made the decisions to start opening up your relationship, were you the one that kind of lead that conversation, or was it Angie? Because I can't remember now.
Nah, she brought it to me. Okay. I guess we always used to talk about openly about sex and stuff. So I felt she had something on her mind and she wanted to speak on it about her, like maybe liking women or something. So I just let her say it. So I just heard her out about it. I mean, I wasn't closed-minded to it. I just want to hear how she felt. And had she ever explored it before? So that's all it was with me.
And so when she asked you, because I think a lot of times women, even if we're not talking about threesomes and open relationships, right. I think a lot of times women are reticent to share their freaky side, if you will, because they're afraid that the man is going to think that they're a hoe, a slut, or whatever. So did you think that, Angie, when you first went to him, and then Quay, were you thinking like, what the fuck wrong with her? Or were you okay with it?
Yeah, I thought he was going to be like standoffish, not totally against it, like super no, why would you even say something like that? But then I had to remember, like, he's really different from most guys and anyone I've ever dated, in that he's very like open and he's very understanding, like he's open to receive certain things. So that's what made it easier for me to bring the conversation to him. But at first, when I was thinking just me by myself in my head, I was like, I cannot ask him this. He's gonna think I'm crazy.
Right. So Quay, when she came to you, were you thinking like, or had you done this in a previous relationship?
I'm gonna kick it to you straight, bro. I did a lot of shit growing up in college, parties and threesomes and shit. So I experienced all that already. And she had already told me that she hadn't, experienced that. She's never been down that lane. I'm like, I'm not the one to judge you for it. And if you want to do it, shit, I can do it with you, shit. I ain't really tripping about it.
So did your friends or family kind of find out because you told them, or do they know? Like, how
did they know?
Do they know
about her?
No, about you all,
being open.
Being open, yeah.
When you say family, what family do you mean? Like, if you're talking like siblings and cousins, yeah. But if you're talking about like mom, dad, grandma. No,
I know you're talking about them, child. No, we ain't talking about them.
Okay, because we in the South and we don't really talk about sex with our parents, so it's kind of weird. But
so you have
our family, like our cousins and our siblings, yeah, they all know. Do our friends know? Yes, and they always ask us questions. And when we hang out, like we were just hanging out this past Saturday, and the conversation about open relationships, threesomes, lesbianism, bisexuality, all of that came up. And of course, everybody wants to ask us questions. So yeah, I mean, all our friends, everybody knows. And they ask us questions and advice and different stuff. So yeah.
So one of the biggest questions that we got from a lot of because for the women that we had on the panel last time was that nobody was married. Mm-hmm. Everybody was just dating. Right. Everybody was there. So could you, both of you guys, see this still being something done in marriage?
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Quay, would you say yes? Because Angie said yes.
Yeah.
Really?
And let me just make this plain. This is not it's not something we have to do or have to have. It's a choice that we agreed upon and that we partake in. But it's not like a need, or it's not like we have to do it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're enough for one another, but it's our reality of what we agreed upon.
Mm-hmm. So when was the last time y'all had a threesome?
Earlier this year, I think.
Okay.
Oh, that was a while ago.
What she told you?
Yeah. Well, COVID hit. COVID hit, so it was.
Let me tell you something. The COVID ain't stopped the gays from hooking up on Grindr and Jack.
Well, that's the truth.
No, I'm just saying. But
yeah, it was definitely earlier this year though, because with COVID and then all the mix of that and the kids and I had a baby and so it was like.
So Quay, I asked Angie the last time, when you guys choose like a third person, what if it's someone that she's interested in but you're not? How do you handle that?
Or has that happened?
It ain't happened yet, but I'm pretty sure I probably just, I don't know. It ain't never came across yet, so I ain't got no answer for that. I ain't got no proof of the situation yet, so I really don't know that one yet.
Mm-hmm. Right. Okay. Now I know she said that y'all do things together, and y'all also do things separately. So Quay, do you have any issue, or do you feel a certain type of way, or do you feel that I mean, I know you guys trust each other because for y'all even had this type of situation, but when she steps out and does something on her own, do you feel any type of way, or do you know that's just part of the moment? That's just part of what it is?
Part of what it is, because sometimes I want to be a part of that shit, but they be like, nah. So, I mean, I just take it with the territory like shit. Like, I'm not going to be there all the time with hers, and she ain't going to be there with me, so
you've never been jealous?
Nah, not really. I mean, I done got.
Angie's saying something.
I got my feelings about it, but not necessarily jealous.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was the right way. Yeah, what he said. That's true. Yeah. When we both like started this, we both had a moment where we both got into our feelings. Not jealous. So he's right. I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah, we both had a moment where, like, the first time he went off by himself, it was hard for me. And the first time I went off by myself, it was hard for him. Like, I could see it in his eyes, in his voice. He could see it in my eyes and my voice.
So my question to you, so Angela, so my thing is this: if you saw that happening, right? Mm-hmm. And y'all felt as a couple, and so and then in your mind, did you say, you know what? Let me stay home, or you was like, fuck that?
Well, here's the thing. So we had talked about it beforehand, like before it happened, before I left, the day before, like we had talked about it. And we had basically said, like, the only way that it's gonna happen is if we just go. Like in that moment, just go, because we're very considerate of one another's feelings, of people's feelings. I'm a Pisces, so I'm very considerate of people's feelings anyway. So yeah, if I would have went with my emotion, both of us would have not gone. So, and this would have never been at all. So we just had to be like, okay, go ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow.
In this moment, I'm in my feelings, but go ahead. And once we got like that first one out the way, it was fine after that.
So when he came back that first time, or when you came back the first time, did you like have the third degree? Did you ask questions? Was it good? Was it better than me? Did you get into all of that?
Not that night, but the next day. Well, after my situation, we had sex.
Oh, the same night?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. So she wasn't done.
No, she wasn't done.
She had some more business to take care of.
I can't deal with y'all.
Now listen, now we're having a really adult conversation, Quay, now, and I'm in my cup a little bit. So when she came home,
Wait, now don't be that adult.
Hold on. When she came home from that situation, could you tell somebody had been there before you?
Well, that night it was like a
bunch of girls.
So I didn't worry about that.
Oh, she hadn't been penetrated.
Yeah.
Person.
Oh, that's why you need
not by a penis.
Right.
Okay, I got you. That's why you needed some more. I get you now.
Communication is our partner. Clarity is our friend.
I know that we asked Angie this, but I asked you, Quay. I know when y'all did things together, it was always just another woman involved. Would you allow another man to be involved, or is that's a no? Is that just that's a no thing for you?
We talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Basically said if she comes across somebody, then we'll have had that conversation. But she hasn't met any person or got any guy that she likes, because she predominantly likes women.
Right.
So,
but would you?
Yeah.
Well, he said he'll talk about it.
He said he would.
So that's a man's. I think about it. Like we ain't got to there yet.
Now watch this. Now, Quay, if a man comes in there, are you going to participate actively, or are you just going to kind of let him and her do their thing?
Oh, I'm definitely going to participate if I'm going to be in there. I'm participating.
But now, what does that look like?
Well, Craig, he knows.
No, I mean, you actually interact with the guy. Would you interact with the guy?
Nah.
Oh, okay. See, communication is our partner.
Okay, yes. Right. I thought you was trying to get a visual.
Well, I was trying to find out if he would let
definitely was.
Listen, I was trying to find out if he would let the man suck his dick or vice versa.
Oh, God.
Nah.
No.
So she had to do all the work.
I'm asking for the people.
Right. But can you say that you guys are both happy in your relationship right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love exactly where we at. I love this shit. It's perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then also, do you think that the situation that you guys the relationship that you guys created for yourself, has that added to the happiness of the relationship?
I mean, we was already happy. It's just something we wanted to do, and it's something that she did for herself that she wanted to do, and she realized that she liked it. So
I think it expanded on the fact that we can really talk to each other about. I think it helped with our communication. I think it made us realize we can talk to each other about literally anything. Literally, especially for a Black man, you know what I'm saying, to say, yes, my woman can interact with other males and females. That's unheard of.
It is.
We literally can communicate about any and everything. And of course, yes, we still bump heads about things. That's normal for any relationship. But we have our ways of working through everything. But I really do feel like it built on our communication, and it completely kicked down the door to where there's no door or wall to our communication in our relationship. And I really think it made it better. But like I said before, you have to have that foundation before you jump into this. People try to get in, I feel like people try to get into their relationships and it's so early and soon. And they try to start, ooh, let's start with the freaky shit. Let's get on the threesomes and the foursomes. Let's go to orgies. And then that's when your man get taken or your woman get taken or it doesn't work out. Or, you know what I'm saying? All these bad things happen. And I think that's the difference in ours. We established that foundation, that love and that trust beforehand, before we got into all of this. And that's why, like, we can't be broken apart. So.
Now is marriage in your future?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The very near future.
And do either of you regret telling your friends or family that you have this open or threesomes? Do you ever regret it because they kind of pick and pull too much?
No, they don't pay my bills or my taxes.
And then they busy and then they like, I really don't care. So,
yeah,
whatever.
I'm an open book. Like, I tell anybody anything.
We know.
No, but like, honestly, I don't care. I don't have anything that I'm ashamed of or not proud of. So I'll tell whoever, you know.
Now, your homeboys, how are they trying to figure out how y'all making this work, and do they want to make this work with their girls? Like, are they coming to you? Are you their mentor?
I don't know about a mentor, but they ask questions, bro. I mean, if you don't know something, you might as well ask questions if you find a person to know the answers or got some kind of insight. So when they ask the questions, I just give them their honest opinion of what's going on in my life. I really can't make nothing up for it. So
I think the person who was like the most shocked was my older brother. Well, one of my older brothers, who is literally, that's like my closest sibling. We're like this. He's the knee baby. I'm the baby. But I think he was the most shocked of everybody. It was funny whenever he found out. It was a lot of questions, and he was questioning him. He's like, "So wait, you let her do what?" It was hilarious. But outside of that, everybody, you know, they were like, "What? Okay, cool." But my brother was really shocked.
Now, Quay, I asked Angie this last time. I'm gonna ask this you as a father. If you when your daughter grow up and become of age to make these type of decisions, is this something that you would condone in your daughter's relationship?
Whatever she chooses, I think she can start.
Yeah.
Whatever she chooses.
I gotta go check on the baby.
Okay, yeah, go.
Whatever she chooses to do with her life sexually, bro, really out of my hands when she get an adult, when she 18 or whenever she decided to do that, bro, it's on her. I'm not the one to control her sexuality, what she does, who she does it with, who she lay with. That ain't my business. My business was as a father to raise her, get her knowledgeable for the world, and be prepared for the world. That's it. Her sexual life is her business.
Okay, now Angie gone. You can be truthful with us now. Do your feelings get hurt sometimes when she be gone somewhere? You could tell us. I know you try to be strong in front of her.
Just don't get hurt. Now, the first time, I was just thinking about everything, what the possibility was been going on and shit. But feeling don't be hurt and shit. No, I don't have issues with that, so I ain't gotta worry about no feelings.
Now, are you not bothered when she's with women, or is it with men, or either? Neither. Because it sounds like when she kind of does her thing on her own, it sounds like she's with women.
When she does her own thing, she's normally with women, right?
Right.
So it doesn't bother you because it's with women. Do you think it would bother you if she kind of moonlighted more with men?
Not so much. So I can't be hypocritical with the situation because she allows me to see other women and stuff and do shit, from time to time. So I can't be like, at least say, I can't say she can't do it and I do it. So I gotta at least leave the door open for at least to give the choice to want to do it or venture off, and she might venture and do it and then not do it. So it's just the option of having it. It's not not trying to forbade it because she's allowed me to do it. So it got to have on both ends. It got to be equality.
Reciprocal, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I want to say I'm very impressed by you two, as one as a young Black couple, and two, being open in a relationship and being able to have these kind of conversations. Like we say it all the time. That communication is just it destroys everything if people just don't have communication.
Right.
And the fact you got to have these kind of conversations and be honest with them and be open with them, and I commend both of you guys for that. It's very impressive for me. I'm impressed.
I don't know if the word is impressed for me. I'm fascinated.
But you and Craig, you and Carlton always got miscommunication, so you should be impressed.
No, we don't either.
We ain't gonna talk about that right
now. We have amazing communication.
We got other people here now.
We have amazing.
Well, I have a question for Derek, because I know you said that, but I know you said that you were interested in the open relationship.
So let me, because I thought about this and I had to get my mind right with it. It's not that I don't know if I'm interested in an open relationship. Well, yeah, I guess it is an open relationship. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am interested. Not that I'm interested in one, but the thing is, I don't have sex, so that's where my issue comes in. At.
First of all, hold on, because
is that like a joke?
Angie, hold on 1 second.
Sex.
Hold on, Angie. Remember what you were going to say, because I need to pull him together real quick.
I haven't.
Because communication is our partner. Clarity is our communication is our partner.
I'm saying it.
Hold on. You haven't had penetrative sex. You've had plenty of oral sex.
Oh, that's different.
Okay, go ahead.
But the thing is that for me, if I haven't done anything yet, it'll be unfair for me to be in a relationship and say that you can't have enough sex either. So that's where. So I think I'll be okay with them being out, doing what they do, as long as we have communication.
But see, Derek said,
would you do it up? Like, would you start that up front, or would you need some time in before you said, okay, I'm cool with this?
I don't know, because I guess I haven't.
Well, see, here's the thing, Angie. Derek says that ostensibly he thinks that he would be okay with being in an open relationship.
Okay, girl, we know you went to Howard.
Hampton.
Same difference. Both
and my baby went to Hampton too.
They're both Black.
But listen, but what I'm saying is, Derek can say that from the sidelines of a relationship. He hasn't been in a relationship and he has not been in love, right? So it's easy to say, oh, I think I'd be okay.
Wait, ever?
No, he hasn't. So what I'm saying is, if he has the experience of being in love and being in a relationship, his perspective may change. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to say, oh, I will be okay with an open relationship and da-da-da, because you haven't been in love and you haven't been in a relationship. But when you are in a relationship, sometimes people become very territorial. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because your emotions kind of rule you, in a sense.
So, Derek, what's your type?
Oh, wait, this is not about me. Angie, you can talk about
you can ask that. What's your type?
I might have to introduce you to my uncle. He's the CEO of Morton South in Chicago.
Listen, I'm open. I'm open.
Come on, girl.
But I'm open. Angie, me and you can touch bases offline.
Girl, please hook him up with somebody, because this is a mean little lady. But
maybe he just know what he like.
I need somebody to soften her up. But no, I really do think that Derek at this point has gotten to the point that he's almost afraid of love, and because he's heard, like, we've all heard so many stories.
Wait, why are we? This is not what this is about.
No, because you just trying to throw me in Carlton under my stuff. Yeah, you did. So now it's your turn. I really think that because we've all heard so many stories. You know how you hear stories and it's like, oh my God, did you hear what happened with such and such? And the relationship didn't work. I think he's gotten to a point now where he's almost afraid of opening up.
Well, listen, this does not have to turn into a counseling session for me. Angie and Quay, I want to say thank you guys for coming in and sharing your experience and your relationship with us. Angie, I will touch bases with you offline, and we'll touch bases on that thing. But I want to say thank you guys both for your input on this conversation.
Thank you, Angie and Quay.
Thank you, Quay.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
I'll hold in the background.
Yeah, please.
Shit,
No, because you're not gonna sit here and try to throw me and my household up under the bus, and then you don't want us to put the light on you.
Girl, you get so upset, honey. Girl, look at Erica.
Where Erica at? Yes, Erica. I'm gonna find him somebody to love. His nasty self. He can be so nasty.
Okay, so all right. So our next guest.
You saw that comment about speed dating for you?
I did see that. So our next guest is Keop and Rail.
Mm-hmm.
And and the biggest I guess the biggest thing that people took from the conversation with Keop is their tryouts. People really want to know about the tryouts side. People were trying to figure out how they can get into. Craig is in a relationship, but Craig is not sharing what? Nothing.
I'm not sharing my man.
Oh Lord. But yeah, so people want to know about the tryouts and how they want to know where they can sign up at.
And I'm gonna tell you, my mother called me about them. My mother said, "Now, who was this guy that was talking about they looking for their queen and they the king?" I know that's right. I know damn well if I moved out to Vegas, I wouldn't be paying no bills either. So we want to hear more about that.
So we want to, well, not more about that.
Well, not that, but everything.
We want to hear about their relationship. So.
Oh my God!
Oh
no, Miss Gladys, no.
No, Gladys was like, they tell me they looking for some queen shit. I know, I'd be damn if I'd be paying that bill.
Derek J, we didn't say tryouts, Derek J. You said tryouts.
I did because that's what this.
Right. These are matters of words matter. These are matters of the heart, and we it's not really tryouts. This is really serious business going on.
Well, no, I believe you. So we ain't talking to you, Kia. We talked to Red. We talked to you already.
Right. So can y'all switch positions?
Right.
You can see him.
You can see me.
Yeah, we can see you. So hello, Red. How are you?
Good. How y'all doing?
Well. Thank you. Thank you for being a part of this conversation. I know you got to hear some of it because I know you were over on the other side doing your own thing that night. But welcome to our threesomes and open relationship conversation.
Wow.
And we want to know who brought this to who?
First, before you even tell us that, I want to know how y'all met.
Oh, well, how y'all?
Well, that leads into that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, there we go.
So, Kia became open to this poly world due to me meeting me. Before that, I was in a relationship, and we were looking for a guy at a point to add to the relationship, but it didn't work out with me and her. And as it was ending with her and I met Kia, and we met.
Wait, so was Kia the man that y'all was bringing to it?
No, I didn't get a chance to introduce him to her because it had ended with me.
Gotcha. But he was your perspective to bring into. Gotcha.
Yes.
Now you kind of hopped over my first question. How did y'all meet? Oh, no, I asked how they met.
Oh, okay.
I'm a journalist. I know what I asked.
You do it.
The question
initially,
well, you may have fooled my sister. She's a hairstylist. I'm a journalist. How did y'all meet?
I'm crying.
Oh my goodness.
Let me have a drink.
No, we were first introduced. He had just moved to Vegas. I'm born and raised here in Las Vegas, and he had just moved here from Ohio. And he had up there's a official Black Las Vegas Facebook group that everyone networks in, and he asked where the poetry is.
Absolutely.
In Las Vegas, and I'm known for throwing poetry events. I've been writing poetry all my life. Have a book, do open mics, all of that. So he was looking for that initially, and a lot of people referred him to me. But we had really met after that on an app.
See how we get to the truth? See how we dig for the truth?
Craig, COVID did not stop COVID did not stop people from meeting.
Oh, I know. I know.
Absolutely. So we was one of them that was quarantining and chilling.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, Rel, how did you introduce this? Because this was a new concept to you, Kiop, right?
Open. Yeah, I had never. I was totally monogamous, team monogamous all the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and we started out as just like it was just friends. We didn't think it would be anything more than that. But during that time of us being friends and moving into being roommates, like I was telling him about how it was ended, how it went, and things and what we were open to. And obviously me and him were open to each other. So it was just a natural part of the conversation of things.
Mm-hmm. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, okay, wait a minute. Now I'm listening to all this. And I'm just trying to close the gap. I was saying, Kiop, you left a whole lot of stuff out.
You sure did.
You showed.
You didn't give me a chance to get to any of that. We just kind of, the way it went.
Okay, so wait a minute. So first of all, how long have y'all been dating or in a relationship?
It's been about 9 months.
Since February months. Yep.
So now is this a stereotypical black gay relationship where it was like we friends, then we was roommates, and now we're just together? Or is this
no.
were y'all really trying to court and date and be with each other?
Now you got in for that question, Barbara Walters.
Well, I mean,
right? Yeah, Barbara Walters.
Look, we get to do your shoulders like.
Well, Greg, stop. We trying to have a conversation.
Okay, go ahead, y'all.
Y'all are nuts.
Like it was just a hookup thing before it was ever a talk about a relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay, so when you say 9 months of the relationship, is this 9 months after the hookup?
Well, that's all included. That's all included.
It was all.
Oh, so this is new. So y'all probably been in a relationship about 3 months.
Probably.
Because we're trying. Now,
like 6 months.
I mean, it feels the damn same. Like we have been.
This that gay relationship I'm talking about. That's what I'm asking.
Let me jump quick.
The gays move real quick
because they have to understand me too. Like I was anti-relationship, and I wasn't trying to do a relationship at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, how long after you met and started dating did you guys move in together?
Like 3 months.
3 months.
Okay. Now, yeah, what was it that Rel said to you that kind of enticed you? Because you said you were a monogamous person at the time. So, like, what was it that he said that was so winning or so intriguing that made you interested in now being in a throuple, if you will?
Because I'm 43. I just turned 43, so I was getting older, and I still wanted the prospects of children, of still dating a woman. I had reached a place where I didn't, I was single at the time, so I was open to finding a male or female to be with. I was just pretty much open at that time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so when he came to me with the situation, for me, it was like a win-win. It was like a win-win deal for me. You know what I mean?
Oh, what did he say?
Greg, that can't. I mean, Greg, what you?
I want to know how he told you.
Okay, he wasn't interested in a relationship, and at the time, we had met. I was feeling things, and I was kind of like, could this be what's going on? I already knew he had he came in the door telling me about old girl and the situation that was going on there. That didn't work. And so then I was thinking, okay, well, maybe this could work. But he was still like, well, no, I'm not really in a relationship. But what could work is if we possibly did this. And, it's been 9 months, but we've been through a lot in those 9 months. And at that point, I was like, yeah, let's give that a try. I was open to that. I could still be with him. We could still have the possibility of finding the possibility of somebody else. So I was just open to the whole thing.
Well, mine's is a little easier question because I know you probably heard. So if y'all could put labels on who you are, where do y'all fall in at? I mean, are y'all gay, straight, bi?
We're both bisexual. I'm a bisexual man. You answer for yourself.
Right. I mean, I'm bisexual as well. I feel that we are facing that criticism of what we've all faced like our entire life before I even got to the point, like, because 5 years ago, I knew I was bisexual, even though I entered in a relationship with my son's mom. Mm-hmm. I told her that I was bisexual, although it wasn't something, known to the world. Like I didn't feel like I had to come out to anybody, but anybody that I was sexually involved with, I felt like that was their business. I wasn't about to be, no liar, no DL person. Like I was honest about the experiences that I'd already had leading up to that point of meeting her, but I was now in love with her, and monogamous was all I knew.
Mm-hmm.
So,
so how long has it been since
you've been bisexual? I mean, if I'm being honest about my desire, both desires.
Okay.
So how long has it, since you both say that you're bisexual, both, right? How long has it been since you've been in this relationship together without a woman? And what y'all doing if there's no woman? Are y'all
bisexual?
I understand.
What we doing? Like we're in a relationship, so we
right. But you guys are looking for a woman to be the third.
We were dating a woman, but
right.
we're not just trying to have sex with every woman that we date.
We had somebody here. We thought that was going to work out, and so
that's when the tryouts went wrong. She didn't.
But in the meantime, obviously, we haven't sex.
Yeah.
And whoever comes into the situation, they're gonna know it and love it.
So how long has it been? Have you guys had a woman in the relationship with you guys yet?
Where have you been, Craig?
Right, but how long ago was that? There was the woman from Minneapolis or Minnesota or somewhere, right?
Yeah,
so that ended what?
A month ago, maybe a little over a month ago.
It's been a whole month since we haven't been talking to any females.
I would say a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. She left.
No, that was the 5-year anniversary of my business was September 25th, and she was here for that weekend.
Yeah. So then, right around then. Yep.
Okay, so in our questions that we see popping up, a lot of people want to know what are y'all looking for in a woman to be part of this? We want to ask Rail. We asked you. Like, so what's the qualities of a woman that you're looking for to be part of this situation?
Definitely beautiful. We're attracted to beauty. We would prefer that. We've never dated a big girl, so that's been the only thing. Is filtered out.
Why you laughing, Kia?
Because he always says that, and it's so funny that he always says
because
that. Are y'all open to it, or y'all don't? Or just that? That's not.
There was one today that was one today that was really.
It was one today, and then it just ended up to being like we thought it could be a possibility. I was like, okay, I consider her. She's a little curvy, but she's beautiful. And she ended up. One of our things is that we want to have more kids.
She can't have no kids.
I saw that more kids.
Oh wait, y'all didn't see her in person. Y'all saw her on the screen.
Right, like really, this has been an online dating experience. Yeah. There's polyandry groups. Yeah, there's polyandry groups on Facebook, or poly groups on Facebook as well that we've been having a lot of talks with.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I'm not at the point where really I'm trying to like convince somebody that's not into poly already. Even though there has been a couple of girls that like I know from high school that I've gotten there, like, threw it out there, see if they would be, if they would be open to two guys. But this is really taboo. It's a taboo thing. Number one, that we, are bi, and then the fact that we want a woman to be with us. So not a lot of people are open to it. If they're not already open to it, but people in the polyandry groups and the poly group, this is what they want. Like, in most polyandry relationships, it is two heterosexual guys and they don't interact with each other. But there are dynamics where the guys do interact with each other, and as well as with.
So, Rel, how did you know that? When did you first discover, I guess, that you were interested in a threesome or open type relationship or polyamory, I guess?
Yeah, we started with my ex, me and her, like it was a thing amongst our friends, amongst the hippies and the poets, like just being free spirits. So it was always something like, nah, we're not really sure about that. But it got to a point with me and her within our relationship where she just felt like her sex drive was way more than mine, and she wanted to. She couldn't not take things personal when I wanted to work, and that time apart, is really what she had a hard time with. So we just became open to, seeing if there would be a guy that would fit the equation.
Okay. Now I have a question probably here, which is actually a good question. Is that do you guys want to add a woman into this just for kids, or do y'all really both want to have a relationship with this woman also?
No, I answered that question. Yeah, we both want to have a relationship with there's called surrogates. We don't want a surrogate. We're looking for a wife.
Right. I mean, there's been plenty of women that just thrown themselves at us just to have a baby. That's not what we want. We do want something that's real and genuine, a real relationship. I do believe in the foundation that we can set, the empire that we can build, 3 incomes that we can have, everybody taking care of each other's needs, and it's not just dependent on one person. No expectations. We just free, no jealousy. I think that we can find that woman that wants to be with us and has those qualities.
Now, what I'm about to ask that for you. So y'all want to be legally married as a group?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's all legal like that, but we can have our own, ceremony, have our own contracts in place, or whatever it is that we have. But yeah, I'm definitely down to have a big old celebration ceremony.
So are you guys currently just engaging in sex together, or are you like having threesomes now with not random women? I don't want to say it like that.
No. Yeah, we've decided not to, especially after the last situation. We just want to take it slow and not give anybody or this audience, the wrong crowd, the people in our family and our friends thinking that we're just in this for the sex, because it's not that. Like, I've already feel like I've dealt with that life of drinking and just doing whatever I want to do sexually, and I'm past that. I have 2 kids. I've always wanted more kids. I've always been about my business. I want us to, really have something, dope, and people can look to.
Oh, no, go ahead.
So there was a question that was just up on the screen. So since you both, when did you answer it?
In the comment section, I'm following along.
Well, you can't answer the comment section. What's your name in here?
EOP TV.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so since you both are bisexual,
he said no.
Well, there are people watching. Okay, but everybody may not have saw that question. So since you both identify as bisexual, do you both take the versatile role in sex, or is there a top or is there a bottom?
I'm versatile. He's a total top.
Gotcha.
So in other words, you're a bottom in this relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Having an adult conversation.
You it get real.
You get real sticky when we're talking about sex.
I like to keep it real kosher. But Craig did ask about you randomly having sex with women in a relationship. But now, do y'all have these threesomes everything with men also?
Yeah, that's when I get my top off, Craig.
So have you all done that? I know you said you haven't done anything with any women, but have you been doing threesomes with men recently?
Not recently, but we have done it. Yes.
Okay.
Now, how old are you, Rail?
I'll be 30 next week.
Oh, you are young. So you gonna turn this old man out?
Oh man!
Old man.
Wow!
So.
Wow.
They know how old you are.
The thing is, I thought y'all might have been in the same age group or something, because I just wouldn't. So you're 30 next week. What? When you say you're 30?
Next week.
Oh no! So you're 29 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so it's just interesting to me that Keop, you allow somebody younger than you to kind of bring you into this whole new world, and experience it.
Well,
I wouldn't say I brought him
and
into it.
You say it like
that.
I'm like was naive and just I'm very.
No, it's not naive. See people.
But that's how it's coming off. Like it's like
people of y'all and like Craig is older than you, and he's very stubborn and bullheaded.
I am
and
not.
He's not really open to new things.
I am so.
It's okay, Craig. It's okay. Calm down. He's not really open. So to be, because normally at that age you're kind of stuck in your ways. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So to be open. So I'm saying for you to be open and willing for somebody to introduce you to something, and you be able to go along with it. It's good.
Well, I appreciate it.
Would you say that
it's okay? It's okay.
I mean, but do you understand what I'm saying, Real?
Yeah, I feel you.
Okay, so then my question to you, Kia, do this new way of looking at a relationship, has that made you a better person, or has it make you grow as a person? Well, what has it done for you?
I think I said this earlier last week. I'm going through a whole total change. Like I'm reading tarot cards now. Like my whole life has done a 360. So like
we went on a spiritual retreat.
My whole involvement is totally different. You know what I mean? So I am a lot about my life is surprising me and my family and all of that. I didn't know. Had you told me going into 2020 that I would be open and looking I would be in this type of a situation. Of course, I would have been like, no, I definitely, would you have told me I'll be reading tarot cards? No, you know what I mean? But, my life is unfolding. I've just decided to go with the unfolding of it all pretty much,
Okay. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
Craig.
Girl, I just want another drink.
Craig don't need nothing else to drink. But so now, if people, so I think there are people in here that's open to this version of a relationship that y'all are serving, Mm-hmm. So how do you, I mean, other than your Facebook groups, how do y'all entertain a suitor? I guess am I
what do you mean? How do you entertain?
I'm saying I know they said they meet people in their own. So
the thing is also with talking to a lot of these women that have shown interest is we're not really phone people like that. I don't want to have no long distance relationship. I really feel like I can't get to know a person like that. So it has been difficult, especially during this COVID times. Things aren't open like that, especially here in Vegas. I'm used to a whole different life. Us being able to go at different. Any hour, but it's not like that. So I'm not just about to, like I said, just get at any girl that I know or, anyone here in Vegas and try to put this lifestyle onto them. So I'm just putting it out to the world. This is who I am. This is what we're looking for. And hopefully if we do connect with someone through one of these dating groups or et cetera, if we meet them online, it's a more of a face-to-face interaction soon. Because it's either you coming to Vegas or not. That's really you come to Vegas because I'm not really open to moving unless I get to a point until we get to the point where we can live by coastal. Then right now I feel like this is where I want to continue raising my kids.
So
I'm very involved in my kids' life. That's not changing.
So my question is, you're saying that you want someone that's open to moving to Vegas, and how do you do that if you're meeting? How do you vet someone, if you will, online if they're not in the same city with you? Like the woman that was
we posted. Kia posted a picture today in a Black and Poly group, and over 300 comments, and all these girls they're ready to move and they want to.
No, I get that, but my question is. It's one thing to have this perception from a picture or even interacting with someone online, because part of the mystery and part of the allure is that you're creating this image of the person based on your online interaction, but you don't really get to know them until you're in the city. In 2020,
we do have the luxury of being able to have that face-to-face.
Hold on, but you don't really get to know a person until you're in the same city. And then when you move in together, that's a whole nother level of knowing the person. So how do you really vet someone long distance like that?
Well, we can only do what we can, right? If it's long distance, then we only have the phone and the means that we have to communicate. So with the phones that we have now, we do have to where we can have a conversation where I can hear how you speak and, you know, I can see how you think really before you come out here. So then you come out here, we date you more and we get to that point. Just like any normal relationship, you get to know anybody. We're not trying to just do anything overnight. We want to take our time getting to know them and we working with what we got.
Right. And let me say this, y'all, like, so y'all know we're new. This whole thing is new. Like the first female that we dated that was open to this, that we poured our heart out to, that we talked to every night. He had his own conversations with, I did. We brought her out here, as you just said, Craig. That's when we finally got to figure things out and it didn't work. This whole thing is hard. This is there's no blueprint for this. If there is, somebody send it to us. There's no blueprint. We trying off the cuff. All we have is COVID out here in 2020. All we have is virtual. All we can do is meet you, get you in the chat, talk to you. He have his own people that he talked to. I have mine that I talk to.
We get to a group thing.
We bring each other into a group, and then if we all mesh, then we can go from there. But it's hard for two people to get together and link up and find out that they like each other and all that. So it's definitely harder for 2 + 1. You know what I mean?
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say, and I mean this respectfully. I do mean this respectfully. To me, it sounds like a scavenger hunt, almost like an adrenaline rush.
It is.
You know what I mean? It feels like it's almost like an adrenaline rush. Like, okay, let me see who I can get. Let me bait and switch and let me catch. Throw my.
I think you would feel differently if you realized, and what he was trying to convey, of how many women are really, really open to this situation. So it's not that it's a scavenger hunt. It's just like dating. It's just finding out, are you compatible? Are y'all compatible ×2? You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. It's not. It's dating just like when you went through your dating life. It's just two of us are trying to do it as one.
And both of you have but both of you have to like the person. It's one thing for me to meet one person. It's already difficult for me to meet one person.
Right. Now we thought.
But then if we're in a relationship together, then we got to find a third person that we all.
That's another obstacle. Right. There's many obstacles.
But the thing about it is, we have had, what I'm thankful for is we have had that experience of trying it out the first time and bringing her here. I mean, that we really like. That's another reason.
She ended up liking me more, and I don't know what she was trying to do just emotionally, but she wasn't really honest about it.
But I'm grateful for that experience because it's taught us the courting process. It taught us what we're going to do differently in the meeting of it, in the meeting of her. Yeah, it's going to be like a tough situation, but dating is dating is like a scavenger hunt, you know, for single people.
Yeah, it's one. So I mean, trying to find somebody that you're going to like also, and I'm going to like.
Yeah. But the thing
there's been a lot of like ones that we both
like together.
They with this whole thing. It's like really distances.
Yeah, we've had more issues of them not wanting to have more kids or them not wanting to get here than us not liking them. Because there are so many. We haven't had there haven't really been a lot where it's like he really liked them and I didn't. That really hasn't happened that much. You know what I'm saying? So it's really been the fallout or the hurdle has been they don't want more kids or they're not open to moving here, you know, or they fall off virtually. Like virtually does take energy, virtually does take whatever. And sometimes when you're trying to meet people virtually, people fall off. And so that's been, you know, we only been together this short of a time. So, you know, we don't have the blueprint. We just trying to find it out, but we're clear about what we want. And, you know, we're going to go on a journey and see if we can make it happen for ourselves. We believe we can.
Well, I appreciate the fact that you're like, listen, I don't know. We trying to figure this shit out. Like I appreciate that because a lot of people don't have enough to say that part of it. Now, as far as the baby situation, so Real, you have 2 kids. Kia, do you have any kids?
I have no kids. No.
You don't have no kids.
No.
First question is it okay for your woman to have kids?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So then when it's time for y'all to have this kid, how is this working? Are y'all just gonna both put some stuff in the cup and just let it come out and that's what it is?
No.
How's it like? What is
hopefully, since I don't have any kids, I'm gonna get to go first. and then we bring Mize into the world, and then
y'all ever had this conversation yet?
Yes, we have. We've had this conversation before. Yeah.
Oh, I was just curious because you
said every conversation.
The reason I asked is because you said hopefully I'll get to go first.
You said think.
Hopefully as a baby.
I mean, hopefully, but Fred, you gotta watch what you say, Chad. You say. Like, you can't.
No, I was speaking in hopefully like with the hopes of that we have the baby. That's what I was speaking of. Gotcha. But I'm definitely going.
I was thinking. First. I didn't know. I thought you were saying. I thought what if I had accidentally first?
Just so then, So then, now this is just me. This is me. I'm thinking far ahead, and I'm just thinking. So now you have this. You get her pregnant, Kia, and you have she has your baby. Real get her pregnant. And she has real baby. While y'all all together, it's all fine that these are all of our kids. But if something happens, how does that? Have y'all thought that far into advance, or like
nothing's gonna happen?
I don't. We're not. I don't foresee if we get that far.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't think that any of that is an option. I think that in the 9 months that we have been together, we have probably had. The quarantine gave us nothing but time and to figure fight it all out, literally. You know what I mean? So I don't think that can happen, and so I don't have an answer to that. I haven't, even considered anything like that. You know what I mean? Okay. Honestly.
Okay. Well, y'all enlightened me again too.
Well, I'll say this because I've been in a couple situations. The first one where I found out my daughter wasn't mine, and I continued to be in her life, and then another where even though me and her mom weren't together, I still was in the child's life. And then when I had my own, when I separated with the moms, like we have joint custody, they're still my kids. Still that same love, regardless if it was his or mine.
Absolutely.
Now, do you guys? I guess move how Angie and Quay move, where Keop can go off and do something with someone without you, and vice versa.
No, we play together, or we about the queen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, Keop and Real, I want to say thank you. I mean, Real, thank you for coming on and sharing your experience with us. Your birthday's in 2 weeks, so that means you're a Sagittarius.
It's actually next Friday, the 20th.
Next Friday, so you're a Scorpio, Skip. Here you go. I was gonna feel bad for you if you wasn't. Happy early birthday to you. Thank both of you guys for taking time out and having this conversation with us and being open and honest with us, even with all the Craig's antics tonight.
No, I had no antics.
I wasn't even really antic-ful. I was like, "That's all the questions. That's all you got."
Right?
Yeah. We ain't try to jump all in on y'all like that. I mean,
no. First of all, when we have these conversations,
we do.
I want to ask very pointed questions.
Yes,
because otherwise, why are we here? Like, we're here to learn and grow. And so if we're not going to have, so Grace follows, who keeps saying that I'm sounding judgmental. You're entitled to your opinion. But no, I'm asking the questions that I want to know, and I'm asking the questions that I think the viewers want to hear.
Yes.
So that's what it is. And so if you have tissue paper feelings, this is not the platform for you. You probably shouldn't watch, and you definitely shouldn't participate. And no, I am not high as a kite. I'd had one drink.
That's all we had. So I want to say thank you, Kia, and thank you, Real, for being part of this conversation with us tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
That was good.
Yes. I mean, because y'all know we work on a time frame around here, Chuck. Because people got to go to work in the morning,
right?
But I want to say thank you to Kia, Real, Angie, and Quay for bringing us a little closer into their world and give us a better understanding of what they go through.
Angie, are you still down there? I was just wondering if you had any final thoughts or anything that popped up from that conversation. I don't know if you're still down there or not. I see you.
Okay, yes. So she just unmuted. You got. Let's pop up a rubber. Angie.
I'm still here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
And listen, you all are. Let me bring Angie down again for a second. And you all trying to read Angie, since y'all want to try to pull me together in these comments. You all trying to read her and talk about why she in the bathroom.
She got key.
She had a talk problem with the conversation. Stay focused on what we're talking about and stop getting distracted by what you think my facial expression is, why the person is in the restroom, why the computer chair is in the restroom, why the shower curtain there, because she was nursing her baby. Okay, is that okay with you all? Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna. There we go. We back.
Thank you for saying that. I think people keep forgetting that I said I had a baby.
Yeah. And she was putting her baby down just before the live, so that's why she came on a couple minutes. Well, you all didn't know she came in a couple minutes late, but
so Kia Rail is a new couple, as you may have heard, in this situation, trying to make something happen. I know you guys are not trying to add a third into y'all's, but you know what if. Wait, are you? Well, Quay saying no, but Angie, you looking like it might be a possibility.
Nah, I'm just joshing.
Okay.
I wanted to be like Craig for a second and do the look away, you know.
But what advice would you give Kia Rail, you know, in this space, being that y'all been in a relationship longer, been in this space longer? What kind of advice would you give them?
Mm-hmm.
I would tell them to give it more time, because didn't they say they've only been together for 9 months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I feel like the relationship is still kind of new. Mm-hmm. Even though they've established what they want, there's a lot of things that can happen, you know, in a year's time, 2 years' time. In 2 years' time, you know, you might stop liking the way that he chews. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. So I would say give it a little bit more time. But I think they're going about it the right way, to be honest, as far as, you know, the screening process and knowing what they're looking for and having that open line of communication. I think they're going about it the right way. I would just say give it a little bit more time, since they have only been together less than a year.
Because if I remember correctly, you said you guys were together for like 3 years before you had your first.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. I remember that.
Yeah.
That is good advice. Just take your time.
Yeah, take your time, because and you know, things have happened that we know that we can make it through our relationship. So before you add someone else who further complicates that, you need to make sure that you guys can make it through whatever may come your way. Financial issues, deaths, you know, sick parents, you know, we're all getting up in our 30s and plus, and, you know, that's when those things start happening. Those important people start passing away, job changes, economy changes, political craziness, COVID, you know, just all kind of things happen. So you need to make sure that you're able to sustain those times. Right.
Because you really don't know the fibers of your relationship until it's tested, until it goes through some, like you said, until the death, until
the test of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah. And that's why I say that. And I know that, you know, they're older and they've established, you know, their ins and outs, but I still think they might need just a little bit more time of just one another. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Andrea, Quay, once again, thank you guys for being here. Y'all have a good night. Take care of the baby.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Yeah.
No problem,
Thank
I have
you.
to go.
Yeah, Angie, what city are you in, Angie?
I'm in Atlanta.
Oh, you did say you were in Atlanta.
Yes, girl. That's why I said
in Atlanta.
Offline.
Listen, we need to connect with you this week. So
would you be quiet? Bye, Angie. Bye, Quay.
Y'all hit me up.
Okay. And we said guys.
Well, listen,
okay, yes.
We're running a sale over at CraigTheWriterStewart.com.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Look, books are 30% off with promo code Buy Black. And merchandise. We have Black as Fuck, masks, hoodies, t-shirts, all of that stuff is on sale over there. Merchandise is 45% off with, again, promo code Buy Black. That's your commercial for the night.
So you guys, we will be back next week.
No, the week after next.
No, it's next week.
Oh, it is next week. Oh my God, I forgot we threw this one in here. I forgot. Yes. So next week.
What are you doing?
I'm about to put the email up here.
Oh, okay. Oh, you done with your
yes,
promo?
I'm done with my promo.
Okay. So next week we will be back with
Would you date someone HIV positive?
Well, why not sound like it's a like? Would you date someone HIV positive? It's a game show. No, it's not a game show. But yes, would you date someone HIV positive? Have you dated someone HIV positive? Mm-hmm. Are you dating someone HIV positive? Mm-hmm. All those ones fall in there. So yeah, that is our.
Can you take that off of our face now? Now, I would like to add one caveat to that.
Yes.
Because the way that it is framed, it sounds as if we only want to talk to people that are HIV negative. But I also would like to hear from people that, and if you're open, those of you that may be HIV positive and you're open to discussing it, and the reason why I say that is because I've had conversations with people that are HIV positive that have said to me, they wouldn't even date someone that's HIV positive if they were newly diagnosed, simply because of the mental stuff that you go through, you know, just this learning and understanding and digesting this new reality. So we don't just want to hear from people that are negative. So we want to hear from you guys. We want to know, we want you guys to be open. This is a judgment-free zone. So, you know, just remember that when we come back next week.
Yes. So we will be back next week on Wednesday.
At 9 p.m.
At 9 p.m. And as you know, guys, we are on time.
Yes, we are. And listen, don't forget my friend's birthday was Saturday. Please send him a little something for his birthday.
And for everybody that has said things, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate it, and thank you very much, you guys. And all I'm gonna do is go back into this anyway.
It is
for what we have going on. So, if you guys know, if for our next panel, email at gmail. If you want to be a part of this combo, if you know somebody that should be a part of this combo, all that good stuff, send it over to us. Send a picture and a short.
And I do mean
short.
I'm the one that's reading this.
Yeah, do a short email about how you can add to this conversation, because a lot of you, I mean, believe me, I know we say it all the time, but a lot of y'all we say short and we still get a book.
In other words, we think some of you really need counseling. we think some of you need to go lay on somebody's couch
because y'all tell us your whole stories, and we appreciate it.
But this is not the platform for that.
We want to hear you tell us. So this is like, we don't want to have to read it, but anyway, email us if you want to be part of next week's conversation. Would you date someone HIV positive? And like Craig said, would you, have you, are you? And you can be HIV positive yourself. Tell us about your experience in dating as HIV positive. Okay.
And of course, this conversation isn't just for Black gay men. It's also it's anybody LGBTQ. Okay?
Yes.
So this is open to trans men and women as well. Okay. Yes. Right. Thank you very much, Bianca Alston, my girl over in Pensacola, New Jersey, said check your Cash App. But Bianca, if there's something in his, I'm sure there's. Listen, I'm helping to pay for this stuff. No, look. Have an amazing night, guys. Thank you for being here. Please share this video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you and thanks for being here.